Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Legacy SMP server. We are out in the Nether. I'm gonna head over to Logic. I don't know if he's here or somewhere else, but we'll figure it out, because I have a whole ton of wither roses for him. Oh, nice. He expanded this for me. Look at that. Pro landing. Pro gamer today. That's a bit of wither roses. I'll let you know when I need your body. Alright. I'm gonna head back. I need to do other things while he is setting this up to need my body. What in the world? Why are there 5 zombies coming barreling down at me? Well, let's go up here. What even? We sleeping in the tower tonight, boys. We are back at Lime Punk because I've decided to take a little bit of a break from our building projects in the Fantasy District. I shall bring this, I believe, and pack up to go somewhere else. Here's the packing. Well, it's only part of it actually, but yeah, here's part of what we're packing, I guess I should say. Let's throw some stuff in here. Yeah, so we're going to continue the Nether project today, which is going to be awesome. And here I have another shulker box of stuff. We still have some resource gathering to do, but here's some stuff. So the one thing remaining is we also need a whole bunch of name tags. And that is what I don't have. I have a few, I think I have 2 or something, but we'll need something like 16 or so. So we're gonna have to go and buy those. I guess I'll go to bed, but I don't even know if I can afford it. That's the problem. Here in the bright desert of the shopping district, this is the Wither Rose shop. 1 stack for 2 diamonds. It's kind of empty. There were some there, so it wasn't completely out. I guess we'll just fill it up anyway. Oh wow. No way. This is the last one to fill? That's exactly what I had. Every single little wither rose that I had has now gone into this, so I have 0 wither roses left. It's okay, I don't need them right now, but wow. Welcome to the What Do I Name It shop. Alright. Here we are. Good old clip. 1 diamond equals 1 name tag. Payment goes here. Okay, good. So yeah, maybe I'll just put them in here right away. Glumpy Slumpy Leaf Mow, Jackie Moonshine 13, and Audrey Peabody. Alright, that's the 14 we needed. 30 dimes in there. This is a lucrative shop. We should come up with this one. Alright, but that's that one. Alright, so now we're in the Nether. We're right at the great hole here through. And when I laid out my plans, I talked about a gold farm above this place. And now some of you rightfully commented that, hey, you're in the warped forest. You will not be able to build a gold farm here. And that's correct. We need nether wastes. Ideally, we could also do like crimson forest, but nether waste would absolutely be the best. And my thought was, hey, I'll build this above here because we should be pretty close to the nether waste, seeing as when we stepped through the first time around over there in the medieval district, we were in nether waste. So I thought the border between the biomes was pretty close here. However, turns out that it's actually quite far away. And this is kind of where it starts. So yeah, it's not ideal. And we're quite far from there. So as many of you have probably figured out, I'm talking about building the gold farm. That's what the materials I gathered were for. So we need to build it here somewhere. We need to build it into nether wastes. And so it's going to be pretty far away from that. And that's going to just have to be it. It will... Either we'll figure out a way to make the smoke look like it's going sideways or something, but yeah, we cannot build it over there. So, the edge of the farm being here, we need to now go 32 blocks that way. That's going to be the center of the farm. And we're looking positive Z. We're at -101. So that should be nice and simple. And so now I've walked the 32 blocks. We're at -69. Nice? Negative nice? Not nice? Don't know. Anyway, here is going to be basically the center of the farm. I'll put it right 1 block in, so we're sure, but whatever. Now we need to get up. And normally these things are like a big tower that you can climb up. We're not going to care about any of that. We're going to scaffold up to it for now. But then eventually, once the farm is entirely done, scaffold's going to go away and it's going to just be floating up there and you'll fly in. That's the idea. But first, I'm going to stack these to build limit, basically. Nice view. What is the fire thing? I didn't think there was any fire there. Apparently there's fire there that we're seeing. Interesting. Anyway, this is going to be a little tedious. We're going to build a huge thing. This is going to be a donut farm. The original design of this thing is from El Mango. But we're going to make some special modifications to it to be able to do some different things. So I have most of what I need with me, I believe. But yeah, we're going to basically set up camp here for a bit on this little nice stone platform. Start building the whole thing. I don't think you'll need to be along for the entire ride because, well, it's a fairly well-established design. We're basically going to have a big circle of orange and black magma on the outside, and then inside of that a whole ton of white glass, and above it white glass as well in a pattern. So that's going to be the thing. And then I'm going to try to make as much of it as possible out of white or light materials, and we'll see how that turns out, I guess. Alright folks, we have done a ton of work here, and basically the core part of this farm is done. The only part left is to place these iron golems, and as you can see they're all standing on these pieces of white glass. I just need to put the pumpkins in. The problem is there's one section left. No wait, there's 2 actually. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Basically we need 4 more of these. I have glass, so I have enough glass and I have enough white dye. I just can't put them together because I need 1 more piece of glass to be able to dye them, and I don't have it. So rip. I'm gonna have to go all the way back out just to get a few pieces of white glass. Damn it. I made these boots, by the way. I put Frostwalker 2 on my Thorns boots so that I could build all of this without constantly worrying about taking damage like that, but I keep forgetting to take them off when I go out to Lime Pug, so I freeze a bunch of the water, and then I keep forgetting to put them back on when I go back out here. Anyway, let's get the last few of these done. This place is where we'll be standing, and then the idea is we'll have a bunch of mechanisms here that will be giving us some of the loot from these guys so that we can process it and throw it back in the system, and then there will be more to this farm. But for now, this should be a perfectly acceptable gold and XP farm. Now, trying this out is always scary because if something goes wrong, then we're dead. But I guess if that happens, then I can just despawn all the guys and come back and it should be okay. So let's try it out. Let's try it out by not missing. Let's, I'm not used to these shaders. There we go. This is such a scary thing. If I've done anything wrong now, I'm dead. Oh my god. It is so noisy. But that does indeed look very, very good. So this is a pretty decent XP farm actually. But yeah, I don't need it as an XP farm. I made it primarily for gold because we're going to be wanting gold for bartering. Okay. Yeah, you're all coming here. That's okay. Well, all right. Well, good. You go fall off. I guess the guys that are on the edge, are still mad at me. So that's fine. We can just chill down here. All right. Yeah. That's whoa. It is a rain of piglins. I guess we'll just go pick up the stuff for now. I mean, nothing more should be spawning up there, really, so this seems excessive. So, okay. It's raining piglins. They're actually spawning up there. I'm gonna have to go below to get them to not spawn. That's fantastic. Look at this, folks. I just finished a bunch of AFKing for the Wither Skulls. Looks like we had a visit. Nice. Empty insides. Okay. Well, this will be good because on a stream tonight, I don't know if I'll have time to get this video out before then. But anyway, on the stream tonight, I intend to wrap up and test run the Wither game arena that I've been building on streams. See it in action, hopefully. Alright folks, it's now actually a day later. I did not have time to finish this video for the before the stream because I ran into a design issue. So the farm is actually like functionally complete. The gold farm part of this works. I can stand here. Well, I need another block here, and the idea is I'm going to put a end rod here to stand on to get the XP to have as good of a free path as possible, because it sometimes has a little problem. But so that world works, and what's in these chests kind of proves that. Like, well, not that one, of course, but look at this. We're getting tons of stuff. It's great, but of course there's a bit of a problem. Like, this is just from a few minutes of AFKing, all of this, and yeah, that's too much stuff. I'm gonna clog up the system immediately. And as I did some more testing in my creative world before just starting the next phase of this build, I realized the way that I have this set up will not work, and I redesigned it completely. Problem with that is, I guess I'll take some of these away for a moment. The problem with that is these hoppers at the end here now kind of need to be turned a different way. And the problem with that is that on top of those are all the minecarts. There's a hopper minecart in there. And on top, well, there's a hopper minecart inside a block, and then on top of that there's, yeah. So I don't know, if I take this away, it's kind of likely, I think, that all, like, the hopper minecart will fall out, which means that I'll have to redo this entire thing. But if that's the case, then I guess I'll have to do that. Alright, with that little misstep done, let me show you the next problem, because of course there's going to be one. So, the intention here is that we build a sorter directly under here. Each of these 4 outputs is going to go into its own sorting system, and then there's going to be an automatic system here underneath. I'll show you later, but the intent is that I'll be able to sit up there and operate the entire farm from up there, and that's going to involve more than just this farm. So I designed a sorting system. I spent quite a lot of time on it in creative mode, and it seems to be working perfectly, but of course there's one thing I didn't count on, and that is represented in here. Zombified piglin's head. Of course we have the heads pack on this, and I didn't really consider that. And of course, like, if I did nothing now and use my design, then it would just void them, because we're going to basically void the gold swords. We could melt them, but that opens up the question of, hey, what about the fuel for the furnaces? And maybe Logic has a bunch of coal left over from his wither skeleton farming that we could use or something. We are partners after all, so that might be a thing. But for now, I'm gonna void them. I think I'll be getting enough gold from this anyway, and it would be extra complications and whatever. So we'll be dropping these into lava, but I don't want to drop the zombified piglin's heads. That's an awesome thing, really is. So I do want to expand my filters, so I'll be, you know, redesigning this thing a little bit on the fly as I build it. It should be okay. I looked at it. It looks like we have space around it on all sides. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, on to the next section of this build, which is going to be building a big sorting system and another platform underneath. Alright, so I finished building all the sorters, and so you can see I'm sorting for rotten flesh there, I'm sorting for gold nuggets there, I'm sorting for gold ingots here and stuff. These need to all be filled in. And one of them, I can't reach it from here I guess, but one of them has the piglin skull in it. The zombified piglin head that I got. And the problem is I'll need 4 of them. One for each of these filters, because there's a separate filter for each killing chamber up there. Which means I need 4 of them before I can start. And the problem right now is that these are voiders. So anything I put in here is just gonna get thrown out here, and the idea is we'll have lava out here. So I think what I need to do is I need to go up and run the system. That'll like prime all of the filters, put enough items in them for the stuff to actually get filtered. And then anything else will be dropped out here, including the zombified piglin heads, unless I'm lucky enough to get it on that one side where I actually have the one head. So I think what I need to do is I need to go up and run it for maybe 5 minutes until the items start despawning. Come back down, check that I have enough heads, and then once we have enough heads, then we can continue building. But I don't want to actually do that until I do have the head. So I made 16 chests here. We'll put them up as temporary storage for the stuff. It'll be fun times to deal with all the loot later, but for now I don't want to actually lose this stuff. Okay, so we'll get all the swords into the chest instead, and we can look there for any zombified piglin heads. And since the zombified piglin heads stack... Ooh, this is super good! Since the zombified piglin stack, once a zombified piglin head goes into that filter, it'll stay, but the swords will filter right through. Aha! This is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go up and run it. Alright, so I ran it for another 5 minutes and I got the 4 zombified piglin skulls. So we have 1 in each one now. That means we'll be filling up the filter. The way it works is it goes until you have 41 items in this, and then it's gonna start throwing them downwards. So we don't have any gold ingots in this, but in the next one over we'll have a bunch. I can't access it from here, but we'll have a bunch of here actual gold nuggets. So those are flowing through. That means we'll need to get 41 zombified piglin heads in each of these before they start filtering down to the chest. That's fine. All I wanted was for them to not go out and get voided. Another thing that I started picking up, because like the swords weren't actually voided, was I filtered out, like manually, a bunch of these durability 0 swords. And apparently a durability 6 sword. Go away. They're kind of cool. You can't get these any other way than getting them as a mob drop. Like if you normally destroy something down to durability 0, it gets destroyed. So these are pretty unique items, and it's pretty cool. I gathered up enough that there's one for each one person on the server. If I want to use them like as a membership token or something, might be pretty cool. With that said, we're ready for the next stage of the build, and this is going to be where it becomes really complicated. Those were pretty simple things. Alright, time for the next stage of this build, and a little unfortunately, I have a problem. Seems like these guys, like now they're chilling up there, but the ones at the edge, they're supposed to maintain the aggro. Seems like they're maintaining the aggro indefinitely, despite me being out of sight or me even being in a different dimension, so that's a bit of an issue, because now I need to fly back and forth here. The platform, I had to move everything down because of the changes in design. I had the platform at the wrong height, but I had to move it down. Now it's when it comes into play, because I need to spawn piglins, not zombified piglins, piglins. Because as you might have guessed, this is not a gold farm. This is a barter farm, with the gold going straight into bartering. We might at some point make an off switch for that, just to, you know, be able to gather up gold, but there will be plenty of gold in the system as well, so it shouldn't be a big problem. But what I want to do now is create a little bit of a spawning platform so that we can get a spawn or two in, and then we'll fly back and forth, try to despawn and respawn to get a piglin, not a zombified piglin. But I'm a little bit worried about these guys because they seem to just like all run off the edge trying to catch me, like right off. We need to be a fair bit away. Maybe we do this. I might like tweak up my field of view to like insane amounts to be able to fly around far out and still see. I guess I'll need to go further away and despawn all the guys on top of the platform. Okay, got some spawns. Looks like they're all zombified though. Are you mad at me? No, you're not. Okay, that's good. Oh, perfect. If you could just like stay in there, perfect. There you go. That's exactly where we wanted you, and have a good life. Now I just need to find where I put all my name tags. That's, you are derp. Perfect. Okay, so this is interesting. Somehow I've gotten this 1 block offset, which down here is fine, but I'm wondering, might be an error here, which could be really problematic because we're gonna fit a lot of stuff in here later. Doesn't look like it though, so I probably just put the entire, like this part of the farm offset by 1. That's fine because there's not gonna be anything else down here, so you just take these and move them 1 step over and we're fine. Not great, but fine. Alright, well that's a little unfortunate, but it's fine. So this is part of the build is now also complete. The idea here is there's gold in the droppers, gold ingots. They get dropped out onto these pressure plates, and when the piglin picks it up, that depowers this pressure plate, which powers, it's really hard to see, but that powers the redstone torch on this block underneath, which causes another one to be spat out. So it's basically a new gold ingot is there all the time for him to pick up, and of course he's standing on a hopper, so once he is finished looking at the gold, he'll throw out an item that'll go into there and that'll get picked up by the hopper. So that's the whole system. If you want a tutorial on this, this is a design by fellow server mate here, Logical Geek Boy. So a link in an iCard on the video, his original video about this type of farm. That's this little barter farm section of this farm, that is not this whole build. Anyway. Oh, lots of admiring sounds. Clickety click. And in this chest, bunch of stuff. Although I'm picking up a bunch through the blocks, but whatever. Here, crying obsidian, the stone that I dropped while building, quartz, all of the good stuff. That's what we're getting now. Alright, this is quite a lot later. We are basically set now. So as you can see here, we have a shulker loader. Let's see if I can open this. So we load the rotten flesh into shulkers. I don't want to void that. That is awesome trading material. So we'll be gathering that up here, but we're not really doing anything with it. I don't know if there's a good way to see it, but we'll see. Here, on the other side, behind this big thing here, can't really reach it at the moment, but that's okay. There's another shulker loader here in this mess. And this whole thing right here is a dropper tower. So anything we put in here just goes all the way up to the top. And that is hooked up to the nuggets. Let me fly into the farm itself and I'll show you. Alright, so now we're in here. Basically, this is where I will be standing. And here's the thing I put in there. So what will happen is we'll shulker load all of the nuggets into shulker boxes. Shulker load into shulker boxes. Yes, of course. We'll load them into shulker boxes. They get shot up here and gather up in this chest. So if I'm AFK here and stuff and I walk by my computer, I can just open here, take all these shulker boxes, put them down here somewhere, and then you can see here the sign says boxes that way, ingots that way. So I make all of the nuggets into ingots, throw them all down here, because under this carpet here, you can kind of see it. There's a hopper, and that leads down all the way down into where all the ingots go, which is to the trading. And then on the other side, there's also, of course, a hopper under this carpet, and that will take the shulker box and put it back into the system, ready for another round. So what remains? Well, not much really, but some little piece here. The wiring is not done for the... you can see here. This is madness. It's quite a big system. But the wiring is not done for the rotten flesh. That needs to all be hoppered up so that it is transported all the way down to that shulker loader. After that, we're all done. Why is there composters everywhere? That is because composters above a hopper will make the hopper look at something, find a block, go, hey, I can pull a block out of this, I can pull contents out of this composter, and then look at the composter, go, it only has one inventory slot and that's empty, and that's fine. That makes the hopper not do any work in looking for entities to try to suck up. This is basically a performance optimization thing to make these hoppers not lag the server. So that's why we have them everywhere, and we're gonna have them everywhere for the last line of hoppers as well, but I think I'm kind of running out of hoppers. I'm a little running out of... I might run out of wood again. I already went to the shopping district and gave Whip more money. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. What a monstrosity. I had some activations on one of the shulker loaders because I accidentally had a block in the way of one of the observers. So one thing remains, and that is, yeah. So this white one should have been the one that was there already, but we'll just throw it back in the system. It'll be fine. And back they go. And now, let's kick it off. Let's see what this baby can do. Whew. I one-shot killed him. Oh no. Also, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so since I one-shot him, why did he die instantly? Okay, well, anyway. Since I one-shotted him, he doesn't get angry, so there we go. That's what we needed. Alright. Alright, this is not good. I'm going to go down and pick up this XP, because it is slowing down the game significantly. Alright, so one problem is this. I think I spotted another problem, but yeah, let's try to get as much of this XP as possible to get it to despawn. Wow! I guess we're just gonna have to... Let's just take them away, and that's gonna be fun to sort out later, but... There we go, and now we can see that the XP is actually making its way out to me, which is good. We need to pick up enough XP that it doesn't lag us, and the lag... Like items, they despawn after 5 minutes, so, Well, I'll leave this running for now, and we'll see. Obviously, we do not have the trading module running yet. That doesn't have enough output storage, but I should be able to leave this and just get a whole ton of gold for now, which is a good start. Alright, folks, I've been AFKing here for a bit, not too long, like maybe an hour or so. As you can see, my level is already up to 211. Good times. We have some problems though. Look at this. The rotten flesh, it's gathering up quickly. Like, that's ridiculous. And, well, there's only one box left. So, I'm running out of shulker boxes. I guess I could keep cycling these and like trading and stuff. Maybe I should even get a villager here so I can do it. And I don't have that much in terms of actual shulker boxes, so there's the mother of all end raids coming up, I kind of feel like. But look at this. We have that one completely filled, and that one nearly filled, and that means, of course, that there's like at least one hopper more filled with stuff here. So we're filling this up. Whoops, let's not fall down there. We're filling this up pretty decently, but yeah, I can't really do much more until I get more boxes. Lots of gold coming in, which means we'll be able to do lots of trading pretty soon, which is pretty awesome. But then we'll need to make a sorter for this and stuff. We'll wait with that till next time, because this is already taken, I don't even know. This has probably been recorded over the course of a week. There's definitely 2 long days of a lot of work being done. So we'll leave it at this. I'm happy with this result. Maybe time to go back and build those bridges in the fantasy district next time. But for now, really happy with this result. Maybe we'll do an extra stream this week and just go end raiding. That could be pretty cool. What do you say, eh? Anyway, if you want to follow those streams, I do stream from Legacy every single week at twitch.tv/slicedlime, so go follow me over there. We're kind of currently chasing our partnership there, so everybody who comes and views actually does help. But that'll be all today from the Legacy SMP server. My name is slicedlime. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll see you all next time.